Have you ever felt too far gone for God's love? The prodigal son reminds us no distance is too great for the Father's embrace. When the son was still a long way off, the Father ran to meet him. That's the picture of God's heart toward us. The world may label you by your failures, but the Father calls you his child, welcomed, forgiven, and restored. The prodigal thought he would return as a servant, but the Father restored him as a son. No matter how far you've wandered, the story of the prodigal son declares, the Father is watching, waiting, and ready to run to you. A young man came to his father with a bold request. Give me my share of the inheritance. Though it broke his father's heart, he divided his estate. The son, eager for freedom, left home with pockets full of silver and dreams of pleasure. But what started as freedom soon turned into bondage. In a far country, he wasted everything on reckless living, lavish parties, false friends, and empty pursuits. Then, when his money ran out, famine swept the land. The friends disappeared. The laughter faded, and the young man was left alone, empty, hungry, broken. This moment reveals how sin deceives. It promises freedom but leaves us chained to emptiness. The son thought life away from his father would be better, but the farther he went, the emptier he became. Many of us know this pain. We chased after success, pleasure, or independence, only to find that nothing satisfies apart from God. When we walk away from him, we may gain the world, but we lose peace for our souls. Starving and desperate, the young man found work in the lowest place a Jewish son could go, feeding pigs. Hungry, filthy, humiliated, he longed for the slop in the trough. Then came the turning point. Sitting in the mud, he remembered home. How many of my father's servants have food to spare, he thought, and here I am, starving to death. I will go to my father. I will confess my sin. I am no longer worthy to be called his son. Make me like one of your hired servants. Rock bottom has a way of opening our eyes. The son saw his true condition, and he humbled himself. Notice, though, he still didn't believe he deserved to be called a son. Shame whispered that he could never be restoredly tolerated. Maybe you felt that way, unworthy, dirty, beyond hope. But God's grace doesn't wait for us to fix ourselves. His love meets us in the mud, offering more than we could imagine. While the son was still a long way off, his father saw him. Day after day, he had waited, scanning the horizon. And when he recognized his boy, he did the unthinkable. He ran, robe flying, tears streaming. He ran to his son. He threw his arms around him and kissed him. The son tried to confess, Father, I have sinned. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But before he could finish, the father called to his servants, Bring the best robe. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. My son who was lost is home again. The world may label you by your failures, but the Father calls you his child, welcomed, forgiven, and restored. The son expected rejection, but he found restoration. He expected to be a servant, but he was restored as a son. This is the heart of God. No matter how far you've gone, the Father is waiting to run toward you. He doesn't just forgive, he restores. You may carry guilt, but he covers you in grace. You may feel empty, but he fills you with love. The Father declared, Kill the fattened calf. Let us celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. And so the household filled with music and joy. What was broken was restored. What was lost was found. This is more than a family reunion. It's a picture of heaven's joy when one sinner repents. God doesn't welcome us grudgingly. He celebrates our return. Every prodigal who comes home sets heaven rejoicing. Friend, you may feel lost today, but you're only one step away from restoration. God's unfailing love has not given up on you. The Father is waiting, watching, and ready to celebrate your return. No matter where you've been, no matter how far you've run, the Father's unfailing love is calling you home today. Come to him, receive his embrace. Let him restore you as his child. If this story touched your heart, click like, share it with a friend who needs hope, and subscribe to Living Word Media for more Bible-strong encouragements every week.